Hello and welcome to another Driving.ca used vehicle report. Here we take a look at the average used Canadian prices, the trouble spots to look for, and which models to avoid and which to buy. Let's dig in. It's hard to find a single vehicle that's enjoyed as much success as the Honda Civic. It's regularly topped the sales charts as Canada's favourite passenger car, joining the Toyota Corolla as one of the most trusted everyday runabouts available. This used guide covers the 10th generation Civic that ran from 2016 to 2021. During that time, Canadians bought a whopping average of 59,500 cars every year. It should be noted that this report does not include the Civic Type R. The 10th Gen Civic was the first offered in North America with a 1.5 litre turbo 4. It pushed 170 horsepower, 180 horsepower or 205 horsepower. Now the standard issue naturally aspirated 2 litre, it was rated at 158 horsepower. The 10th generation Honda Civic was offered as a 2-door coupe, 4-door sedan or a 4-door hatchback. Not all body choices were offered through all model years, but as Driving's Clayton Seams said at the time, all wear that unsightly anime super mutant styling. Now the models came in up to 20 plus trim grades, starting with the 4-door DX, moving through the EX and EXT, Sport and Touring, and topping out with the sporty Civic Si. As mentioned, the engine choices were a 1.5 litre turbo 4 and a 2 litre 4. Transmission choices included a continuously variable transmission or a 6-speed manual, again depending on the trim. They were also well equipped with the base DX getting standard power windows and locks, Bluetooth connectivity and a security system. On the higher trims, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, heated seats and lane departure warning with assist were all available. Current Canadian pricing for the 2016 to 21 Honda Civic ranges from $6,000 to $32,000. Now that's a wide range, so let's have a look at some specific examples. Older entry-level models like a 2016 DX sedan with a manual transmission range from $6,775 in rough condition to $8,350 in average shape to $10,175 in top condition. Average wholesale prices, they hover around $6,695. Mid-range models like a 2019 1.5 litre sport coupe with an automatic transmission run from a low of around $19,400 to $23,175, with the average wholesale running around $19,158. A newer high-end trim like a 2021 Touring sedan can be found for $25,425 in rough shape, $27,500 in average condition and $29,375 for a clean example. The average wholesale runs around $25,184. Civic interiors won't wow anybody, but they are practical and accommodating. The 4-door Civic sedan and hatchback provided enough room front and rear for riders that were north of 6 feet tall. Interior materials tend to last and can be cleaned to look like showroom new even after several years of use. All major controls fall within easy reach and the digital instrumentation is clean and concise. The big interior complaint was the lack of a proper radio volume knob. That was corrected in the 2019 model year. Trunk sizes varied, but the largest came with the hatch. It offered up to 1,308 litres with the rear seats folded. Driving's Brian Harper said the 2018 sedan was a particularly complete package, which goes a long way to explaining why it won the 2016 Canadian Car of the Year award. Keep in mind it had serious competition from the Corolla, the Hyundai Elantra, Mazda 3 and Chevy Cruze, all of which have challenged the Civic for the title over the years, but failed to knock it off its lofty perch. Consumer Reports gave early 10th generation Civics an average reliability of 38%. However, it did climb to 69% in the generation's final year. That's much lower than the 2014 to 19 Toyota Corolla, but higher than the 2017 to 2020 Hyundai Elantra, and in league with the third generation 2014 to 18 Mazda 3. The 2016 to 2018 models with a turbocharged 1.5 litre engine received complaints of oil dilution from excessive injector fueling. These concerns were primarily related to cold weather starting on short trips. Fuel in the engine oil can lead to premature engine wear. Honda extended the warranty on certain years, and the number of reports of this issue dropped off substantially for the 2019 year and later. If you're curious, you can actually check for this problem yourself. Start the engine from cold and let it run for about a minute or so. Turn it off, pull the engine oil dipstick and smell the oil on the end of the dipstick. If it smells like gasoline, you're likely looking at a problem. More than a few Canadian drivers have also accused the Civic of being a cold-blooded ride that doesn't blow enough heat. Regular cooling system flushes and cabin air filter cleaning or replacement can help, as does applying the dealer-installed software from Honda. It also pays to play with all the switches to make sure they work and that there are no electrical gremlins. Remember, all compact cars see different uses, from simple day-to-day commuting to full-time family hauling and even some ride-share use. This makes getting a pre-purchase inspection a must. Overall, wear items like brakes and tyres deliver reasonable lifespans, and the maintenance costs are comparable to other vehicles in the class. However, the Civic never did quite manage to match the Toyota Corolla's reliability or resale value. It also pays to run the vehicle identification number to check for recalls and potential extended warranties. Avoid the extra costs of the 2-litre engine and stick with a 2019 Plus 1.5 litre Turbo 4 mated to a CVT. It delivers an average rating of 7.1 litres per 100 kilometres. As Driving's Jill McIntosh said, it's a fun car to spin around, it's beautifully balanced around the curves, and it's well planted on the highway. It also feels tight and rigid. The EX trim level brings the best mix of affordability and desirable features. If cargo capacity is important to you, then you should be looking for the hatchback over the sedan or the coupe. The 10th generation Honda Civic had quite an aggressive look to it, but don't let that put you off. This model earned its top sales position thanks to its strong resale value, delightful handling, and a wide choice of models. For more information and in-depth reviews on the Honda Civic and so much more, check out Driving.ca. For the Used Vehicle Report, I'm Graham Fletcher.